I took a shortcut through the woods. There's a house that shouldn't be there. I'm not the kind of person who scares easy. I've worked night shifts, done backcountry solo hikes, even spent a year volunteering at a crisis hotline. But what I saw 2 nights ago, I still don't have words for it. I've tried calling friends, trying to explain, but every time I start, I feel like I'm unraveling. So I'm writing it here. Because if I don't, I'll start to believe none of it happened. That's how it gets you. It started with a shortcut. I was driving home after visiting my mom, small town, middle of nowhere, 2-hour trip through winding mountain roads. It was late, foggy. My phone was at 4%. The GPS cut out 10 minutes after I lost signal, and I missed a turn somewhere. I figured I'd just backtrack. That's when I saw the old wooden sign nailed to a pine tree. Miller's Path, logging trail, no through road. I'd heard of Miller's Path before. My uncle used to tell stories about it when I was a kid. Said it was an old lumber route from the 40s, abandoned. Leads to nowhere, fast, he'd say. Don't go trying to find shortcuts through bones. I thought he was just being dramatic. I turned onto the trail. The road was barely wide enough for my car. Rutted dirt, tree branches clawing at the windows, fog so thick I had to crawl forward at 5 miles per hour. Every so often I thought I saw lights through the trees. Flickers. Nothing steady. Just enough to make me feel like I wasn't alone. Then the engine sputtered. No warning, no check engine light, just a lurch and a sound like someone inhaling through wet cloth. Then silence. I tried the ignition. Nothing. I checked my phone, dead, no signal, no bars, no battery. That was when I heard it. Not an animal, not wind. Music. Faint like an old phonograph, tinny and distant. A woman's voice, slow and warbling. Let the pine be your cradle. Let the moss be your bed. I thought maybe someone lived out here. A cabin maybe. A ranger station. So I grabbed my flashlight and stepped out. The forest was too quiet. You don't realize how much noise trees usually make until they don't. No rustling, no crickets, no wind. Just the sound of my boots in the dirt and that voice getting louder. I followed it. The path twisted deeper through the trees. The fog didn't let up. In fact, it got thicker, like it was clinging to me. My skin started to itch, my throat felt dry. The deeper I went, the more I felt like I was being watched. That's when I saw the house. 2 stories. White paint peeling off in long, curling strips. A porch sagging in the middle. Windows too dark for the light coming from inside. And there was light. Candlelight flickering through the cracks in the shutters. The front door was wide open. The song was louder now, echoing from inside. The roots will rise and the worms will feed, I called out. No answer, so I stepped inside. The air was wrong, heavy, wet, like stepping into a storm cellar that hadn't been opened in decades. The wallpaper was rotted, curling at the seams. Floorboards bowed underfoot. But everything else looked untouched. Not dusty, not abandoned, lived in. There were shoes by the door. A coat hung on the rack. A tea kettle whistled softly on a wood-burning stove in the kitchen. I stepped into the living room. That's when I saw her, sitting in a rocking chair facing the window. Pale blue dress, hair long and tangled. Her skin looked wrong. Too thin, almost translucent, like wax held over a flame.